Welcome back to Ben Rants, and when I was a kid, animals were loved, not shot at. Well, it's time to torture myself yet again. I'm going to do yet another rant on the 8th deadly sin, the Looney Tunes show. It's a sin because it never should have been created. Anyway, since I've last ranted on it, I've again ticked several people off, and there has been yet more insults to the Looney Tunes characters done in this show. So, I'm going to burn my eye sockets once again as I take another look at this abomination to mankind. Well, get ready for a possible apocalypse. Here's my second rant on the Looney Tunes show. I'm so screwed. Okay, seeing as how a lot of people have informed me that I'm not supposed to look at this show as a big fan of the classic Looney Tunes, even though the name of the frickin' show is The Looney Tunes Show, I'm going to base my opinions in two ways, as a Looney Tunes fan and as a casual viewer. I hope that removes all confusion. Anyway, since my last rant, I've watched as much minutes as I could stand of a majority of the episodes, and I'm still not entertained as a viewer, not satisfied as a fan of comedy, and I'm still ticked off as a Looney Tunes fan. In the episode Fish and Visitors, Yosemite Sam has to keep coming to Bugs and Daffy's house because his solar-powered house doesn't work in the rain. That's right, Yosemite Sam has decided to go green. Why the heck not? Anyway, Sam just comes off as annoying to Bugs and Daffy. As a Looney Tunes fan, what happened to Sam's hot temper and him being a threat to Bugs and Daffy? And how would he be smart enough to know how solar panels work? As a casual viewer, haven't we seen this basic plot before? There's a character that's annoying the main characters? Gee, I don't know. It's only in every single other piece of entertainment out there! This episode sucked. Witch Liza's son Gossamer has a hard time fitting in at school, so she asks Daffy to help him boost his social skills. As a casual viewer, we've also seen a similar plot line like this. Can't this show do anything original? And, seeing as how I've seen this one recently, I don't remember laughing at any jokes. Well, that makes sense though. If this show actually had jokes, I might actually be laughing at them. As a Looney Tunes fan, this one was the episode that offended me the most out of this show. First off, what was the point of changing Witch Hazel's name? Also, what was the point of turning the original name backwards? What the flub? Heck, why stop there? Why not call Sam Moss, or Daffy Ythd, or Bugs Scub? Huh? Because I love witches, I love June Foray, and I love that she is just a hilarious character. Shoes' voice to some white woman's voice. Now, we move on to Gossamer, who's a little kid going to school with human kids. Alright, why is a freaking monster going to school with human kids? Just why? Also, why in the heck is Gossamer turned into a little kid? Just why? He's supposed to be an evil monster that's created by an evil scientist to go after bugs, not a little brat kid that sings September in the Rain at a school talent show! This episode also sucks. My views on episodes as a casual viewer. If this show claims to be Looney Tunes, then I'm going to address it as a Looney Tunes fan, whether you like it or not. Let's take a look at more episodes, shall we? The episode Reunion shows Daffy going to his high school reunion, and he lies about what he's accomplished in life. Again, we haven't heard of that before. Also, Marvin the Martian is a foreign exchange student. Since when did we start exchanging kids from Mars? In the episode Devil Dog, Bugs adopts Taz as a dog, and Bugs even thinks he's a dog, but Daffy claims it's a Tasmanian devil. Apparently, Bugs and Daffy have switched roles now. Next, we have the episode Casa De Calma, where both Bugs and Daffy fall for a good-looking girl, and Bugs came off looking like a jerk at the end of the episode. Way to make me hate a character I've known and loved since childhood, show! Also, Foghorn Leghorn is a film director, and Granny was a spy during World War II. Why the heck not? Another one was Eligible Bachelors, where Lola takes Bugs on a trip to Paris. You know, it's bad enough you had Lola once, but now she's making a lot of appearances throughout the show. Give me a friggin' break! I can only handle so much of her. What's next? Are you gonna have her sing in one of those stupid merry melodies? No! Wait! Why? Why, Lord? Why? It's bad enough you had to make Lola a chatterbox. They had to make her sing? Somebody kill me! Her singing voice is worse than Katy Perry, Rebecca Black, and Miley Cyrus put in a blender. I almost wanted to jab railroad spikes into my ears while listening to it. Gosh, what a waste of animation. Of course, besides being a pain in the neck, the main reason I hate Lola is because she's tormenting Bugs. It hurts me to see Bugs being tormented because he's supposed to be the winner, not the loser. It pains me to see how one of my childhood icons being a victim of such torture. It hurts more than watching him get shot on Family Guy. Yeah, I went that far. For one thing, it's the humor. The humor is not funny. Most of the humor comes from Daffy being a moron, Lola being annoying, and that's about it. Nothing else is funny, and the things that they're trying to get humor out of isn't funny either. Come on, this is supposed to be Looney Tunes. I should be laughing so hard I had years onto my life. But no, I'm just face-palming my brain cells away. We get it, Daffy is an idiot. We spent several years laughing at idiots. They're really not funny anymore. The only thing about idiots that makes them funny is what they do and the bad situations they cause. Not them just being stupid. Plus, Daffy isn't supposed to be stupid, so get it right! Another thing about the humor is that it lacks the type of humor that made the original Looney Tunes so great. Dialogue, such as, "Great horny toads, Hassan Chop, pronoun trouble, be very, very quiet, I'm hunting rabbits," and the ever so popular, "This time we didn't forget the gravy." Just a stupid statement from a stupid character. Like when Lola thought the Eiffel Tower was Stonehenge. Not funny, and you're an annoying doofus. I hate you! It also lacks another element that made Looney Tunes great. Slapstick! Now, let me be clear on this. Slapstick is more complex than most people think. You can't just hurt a character and expect it to be funny. You got to set up the joke, execute it, and make the characters react to it in a hilarious way. Also, the timing of the slapstick joke can make or break the joke. So, that's why slapstick works. When the show has a random brawl between the characters that overstays its welcome and it isn't funny at all. This is supposed to be Looney Tunes, not UFC! And we're not done. Due to this show being TV PG, it does bring out the not-so-kid-friendly jokes. And I know I should be glad they're trying to write humor for adults, but there is a time where you can take it too far. The original Looney Tunes were made for adults, but their humor was tame back then, and nowadays it can be considered family-friendly, except for the wartime cartoons and the ones that have ethnic stereotypes. But with this show, its idea of humor for adults is a big example is from the episode Jailbird and Jail Bunny, where Bugs tells the cop about the ankle chain he and Daffy is wearing, and then the cop says, "Whatever you guys do on your private life is none of my business." Oh, that's nice! A gay joke! You put a gay joke in something Looney Tunes related, you freaking demons! What is this, Family Guy? Gosh, this show just really knows how to bring the worst out in me! Finally, The last reason why this show is an abomination to animation is the fact it comes nowhere near to being anything Looney Tunes related. Besides having the same characters, and I use that very loosely, it feels nothing like anything the boys from Termite Terrace ever would have created. It lacks good, clean humor, there is no music, there is no memorable dialogue, the characters aren't likable, and it honestly doesn't feel like a cartoon. And I know what a lot of you are going to say, but Ben, you're an idiot. Of course the characters are different. They need to update them for a new generation. Bet. They did not need to update the Looney Tunes characters. They're timeless. Bugs is a wise guy New Yorker who outwits his foes with his wit. And Daffy is an insane character that bounces all over the place until they change him into a self-centered egomaniac who doesn't stop until he gets what he wants. Do those characters really sound like they needed to be updated? No, of course not. They didn't need to update them when they showed them in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, so why in the living dead do they need to update them now? Now, kids that are being exposed to Looney Tunes for the first time in this generation are going to think that Bugs is a whining loser and Daffy is a brain-dead moronic moron. That's just sick. That's just plain sick. Screw this show. Now, a lot of you are probably wishing death upon me now because this show is somewhat popular. How that's possible, I don't know. You'll probably say I shouldn't be hating on this show so much because shows like Baby Looney Tunes and Lunatics Unleashed are worse. Well, let's put it in this point of view. With shows like Baby Looney Tunes and Lunatics Unleashed, you expect them to be bad. However, with this show, you would actually expect some decent effort to be similar to the original Looney Tunes. But you don't. All you get is horse crap! I was expecting a show like House of Mouse. House of Mouse was a great show because it had new 7-minute cartoons starring Disney characters, and all the characters were themselves. If Disney could pull this off for their characters, why couldn't Warner Brothers do this for the Looney Tunes? And that's why I hate this show more. It's my final rant on the Looney Tunes show. It just hurts me to see what hellspawn they have created. I wanted to love this show, and it was actually one of the few cartoons I was looking forward to when it debuted, but no. It dropped an anvil on my toe and flipped me off. When I hear a show that's called The Looney Tunes Show, I expect the Looney Tunes, not bland recycled sitcom characters wearing animal costumes participating in recycled sitcom plots. The only Looney Tunes related thing I see in this show is Sylvester chasing Tweety. Too bad it happens in the background to where you can barely see them. It just amazes me that a show like My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, owes a lot more to the original Looney Tunes than this show does. The funny thing is, Friendship is Magic is a great cartoon, and yet it's a reboot of a bad cartoon. I guess bad original cartoon equals great reboot, while great original cartoon equals terrible reboot. It's funny how the world works like that. Reboots. Unless you're rebooting a cartoon that wasn't great in the first place and making it great, that's fine. But if you're going to take a great cartoon and just rape the characters and spit in the faces of the creators of the show, then you should be locked up in a Kryptonian prison. I'm Ben, and I'm signing out. I'm going to go visit the graves of the boys from Termite Terrace and pray for their souls.